Hello travels out there, today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got up to on my week so far. So that is my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. So on my Monday I got up, had a lovely lie-in, what I thought was going to be my daytime off as I was working 5 till close. However, I got up, had some breakfast, was listening to a bit of music, watched a bit of Netflix, hoovered my room, stripped my bed to put some clean bedding on, and then my work's WhatsApp went off and I was like, okay, let's have a look. And one of my colleagues had to go home as she wasn't feeling very well, probably due to the heat, bless her, because it's been very hot. So I waited. I was like, I'm not going to say straight away because I'm always covering, so I'll wait for a minute and see if anybody else covers or puts their hand in the ring. I waited and nobody volunteered, so I was like, oh, well, I guess it'll have to be me. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll be in. And so I quickly jumped in the shower, got into my uniform. My dad got back from work, I filled him in, and he was like, great, we're taking grandma in to see my grandpa in hospital anyway. So when my grandma arrived, they quickly dropped me up and then headed off to see my grandpa at his rehab place. And I got myself a drink for the coffee shop, got to work, put my bag away, clocked in, and I just missed the rush, so I was then just doing a massive cleanup, running some food and drinks to a few people that came in, and it was looking very dark and like it was going to rain, and it then calmed down, so I was just doing lots of cleaning jobs. And then I got to fish at 2. I got myself some lunch from one of the shops on the way back, and I went off to one of the flower shops and got some flower sets from there that I'm going to show you guys now. Also got some plant sets on there. I love all the succulents and cactuses and all the plants hanging from the windows. They're so pretty. I was having a nice chat with the flower shop keepers, and the heavens opened and it started to thunder, so I stayed in there for a bit, and I'm going to show you guys the plant sets I got now. I then ran over across the road to one of my favourite little cafes and had a drink and a bit of cake in there and waited for the rain to stop, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. I had a bit of cake and a cola, and it was so good, and there's air conditioning in there which felt so good. It's just been so sticky and so muggy due to the storm and the thunder. And I then just scrolled through some TikToks and watched some funny dog and cat videos, and then the sun came out, the blue skies came back, and it was like a completely different day. And I made my way back, and on the way back I stopped off at my town's castle and got some snaps of the castle that I will show you guys now. I love my town's castle and all the history behind it, and would love to do a town's castle tour someday that they do there. And then I went off into the gardens and got some shots of the flowers from there that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely flowers in my town's castle's gardens. They're so beautifully kept, and I love the rose garden. I also love the fountain in the entranceway as you come into the castle. I then made my way back, and on the way back I got some flower photography that I will show you guys now. I then got back and cooled down by the fan. It was just so hot, and watched Home and Away, had my lunch, wrote a bit of my journal, sorted out my beat up doll, and was listening to a bit of music. And my older brother was back from being at work, and he was on his Xbox. And then I got myself ready to go off to work, and I was just getting myself ready to go back up. I was just so tired. I don't want to go back up. So I ended up doing a split shift, so I did 12 till 2 and then 5 till close, and I got back up to work, got clocked back in, put my bag away, and it was just so quiet, and so we were just doing lots of closed down jobs and got loads of the closed down jobs done. And it was me and 2 other colleagues, and then one of our colleagues had been on since 9 o'clock, so she did a 9 till like 8ish, so she got to go, and it was just me and one of my colleagues on shift. And then at like 8ish it got really busy all of a sudden. We had quite a lot of people coming for food, and we had a few customers that were a little bit tricky, let's just say that, and so we had to sort that out. And then we got up by about 10:30ish, which was good, and clocked off, got my bag, and then my mum picked me up. We went to Tesco's and I got myself some tea from there, got back and got changed to number of PJs, had my tea, and due to the storm that we had during my work shift, my second part of my shift, I heard the wind, but I didn't know that it was that bad. The TV and Wi-Fi were down, so I couldn't watch Home and Away or the soaps, which I was gutted about. So I finished writing my journal, and I was so knackered I just ended up going to bed. And on my Tuesday, I got up ready to go meet one of my colleagues for a coffee catch up, and I got showered and changed, had some toast, and was watching a bit of Netflix. The Wi-Fi and TV came back about 8ish, so I was able to watch a bit of Netflix, catch up on Love Island, and watch the UK soaps. I then finished writing about my journal because I forgot to finish my journal entry for Monday night, because I just zonked out on Monday night. And then I was listening to a bit of music, and my dad, older brother, sister and younger brother were at work. My mum and younger sister were still asleep, and I locked up and headed off to go meet my mate for a coffee catch up. And on the way up there I got some flower snacks that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely flowers, lovely sunshine and blue skies. I had a lovely stroll up to go meet my mate. Got a bit sidetracked because I got distracted by the flowers, and she messaged and was like, "Are you meeting at our workplace?" And I was like, yeah, I'm just coming now. And I literally got there just as she got there, so it was great timing. And then we sat on table 12. She got a nice photo of me sat in front of this lantern thing, and my hair was looking great, and she is my personal photographer. She always takes great stats of me. And we ordered our food, and I was just chatting to one of our colleagues who was in kitchen, and he made my French toast that I had, and it was his first time making it, so he was a little bit nervous. He kept on asking me, and I said, "It's great, it's good, do not worry." I'm not a French toast expert, but the one he did was really good. I didn't like the compote thing they had on, so I got some vanilla ice cream to have with that, and I had a fresh OJ and a chai latte as well. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was delicious. I am loving the French toast. And then we just sat and chatted. We were sat inside, and then we ended up sitting outside. We sat in the shade, so it was nice and cool, which is great. And I actually saw my dad who's obviously on his way back from work, and he popped to Aldi, which is across from where we work. So I was like waving at him. He didn't see me, but I saw him. And then me and my mate went off and had a look around some of the charge shops, and I got a few bits and bobs that I'm going to show you guys now. First one being this t-shirt, which is actually, it says it's a medium. I'm thinking they labelled it wrong, because I tried it on, got a little cheeky fitting room mirror selfie wearing it, and it fits me really well, so I'm very happy. If it is a medium, that means I've obviously lost weight, which is great. I'm pretty sure it should be a large, because it's pretty big, pretty stretchy, which is great. And yeah, so I love it. Nice t-shirt. Trying to get a few more larger t-shirts, because I have a little bit of a chub, because I love my food. Body weight goes up and down. Your body weight goes up and down like a yo-yo, so there's no need to stress or worry. And there's nothing wrong with having a bit of extra chub. Embrace your body shape. Bodies come in all different shapes and sizes. You are still beautiful no matter what. I then got this Scooby-Doo cup. Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo. I love mugs. I am just obsessed with mugs. Love a good cup of tea, and cannot wait to use this for hot chocolate cup of tea. Cannot wait. Might have a hot chocolate tonight, who knows. Then we went off and got Greggs from the Greggs in St Mary's Centre, and I got some flowers. That's from the flower shop just across from there. I will show you guys now. I love it in that flower shop. Also nice and good in there. I was having a nice chat with the flower shop keeper in there. I then got 2 plant sets from there that I'm going to show you guys now. I love the plant wall from there, it's so pretty. We then went into W Smith's and I got a notebook and some pens. It's a nice pink bubblegum coloured notebook and some pretty pens. And the notebook is so soft. We then got a Harry Styles colouring book from there and went back to our workplace to give to one of our colleagues who loves Harry Styles and is going to see him live in London. So I said that she could colour that while going back to London to see him. Hope she has a great time, and she was so happy. Her face lit up when she saw it. She's so sweet. Then me and my mate went off to some more of the child shop, and she got a snap of me sat underneath a staircase with lots of flowers on, and also stood up about the staircase with the flowers on as well. And she takes such great snaps of me. Then we had to go to the co-op as my bag broke. So I was literally like having to hold it under my chin, and one of my mates who works there, who'd been away on holiday, was back on shift, so I was having a chat with him about how his holiday was. I was planning to have a catch up soon. Then we went off for a big walk down the back of our town's castle. I did fall over, but I managed to fall onto grass, so I didn't cut my knees. We then went off to this park and sat and had a Yum Yum each, as I got a 2-pack of Yum Yums. She had one, I had the other, had a bit of my apple juice, and then she had to head off as she had work at 3, and so I said goodbye to her, and then she went off, and then I made my way back, and on the way back I got some more flower sets that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely flower sets, especially lovely orange roses. They're so beautiful. I then got back and I went in the pool, cooled down. I then watched Home and Away, Escape to Country and Farrah Brown, wrote a bit of my journal and sorted my boots all out. My older brother was back from work, and then we had ice creams from the ice cream man who came on, and he's been there since we were young, and he used to come on the ice cream van, and he was chatting away to us, and I was on 26 this Saturday, and he was like, oh my god, I feel so old, bless him. And he is always so lovely and does the best ice creams. Does a Mr. Bubble with ice cream on top, which is so good. I always have a screwball, and he always knows my usual, because me and my siblings love ice cream. An ice cream loving family, definitely. Who doesn't love ice cream? Then I got myself ready to go to youth club volunteering. I remember my lanyard at this time, and we were doing about sensory stuff, so about like, you know, like eyes, ears, taste, smell, and about sleep, which is something I definitely need to work on because my sleep pattern is so bad. I'm a bit of a night owl, and it's a really good session. Did a few like arts and crafts activities and then played a few games. Then I made my way home. I walked back and I got back, and for tea I had pizza, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Nothing beats a nice cheese pizza. I then watched the UK soaps and Love Island. Finished writing my journal, I put that away, and then I was just watching a bit of Netflix. I then went off to bed, and on my Wednesday, which is today, I got up ready for work. I didn't have work till 10, so I had a little bit of a lie-in. I then got up, had some toast and a cup of tea, and watched a bit of TV just before work. My mum and younger sister were still asleep. My dad, older brother and sister, and younger brother were at work. I then locked up and made my way to work, and on the way to work I got some flower snaps that I'm going to show you guys now. Love all the flower snaps out and about, and it was just a lovely stroll up. I then stopped into one of my favourite little coffee shops and had a little croissant pastry kind of thing with a mint chocolate white frappe that I'm going to show you guys now. It was so delicious. I actually ended up having to get the white chocolate mint frappe in a takeaway cup because I was feeling like it was like getting close to 10 o'clock. Got into work bang on 10, clocked in, put my bag away, and it was me and two of my colleagues on, and it was pretty quiet to start off with. We then had quite a few people coming in for coffees and iced coffees, and so I was running food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing some food and drink orders and bill taking and a bit of drink making, and then I was just tidying inside and outside. Saw a few of the regulars, so I was chatting with them, and this couple came in with their massive white dog who was so fluffy, and she was so lovely, so funny, and she was rolling on her back, making us stroke her, wanting all the attention. Then we had a busy lunch rush. We had quite a lot of people coming for food in the afternoon, so we had quite a lot of people sitting outside, and there's lots of dogs, lots of prams, so it was quite chaotic, but we got through it. It then calmed down again, and then I was finished. I did 10 till 3. I then clocked off, and I went off to the Co-op and got myself some lunch from there, and I went off to one of the flower shops. I got some flowers that's on there, and I'm going to show you guys now. Such beautiful colours. I then got a snap of some of the plant pots from there that I'm going to show you guys now. They're so pretty. I then got some plants outside on the plant section that I'm going to show you guys now as well. Such lovely succulents and cactuses. I did get pricked by a cactus because I was trying to get a photo, and I was like, ouch, bloody hurt. And then I made my way home, and on the way back I got some flower snaps that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely colours on the flowers. I then got home, I got changed, I had my lunch, just a bit of music, and my younger sister and my mum and dad were watching Southern music in the living room, so I was watching a bit of that with them. I then watched Home and Away, Escape to Country and Father Brown, and my older brother was back from being at work, and my older sister came over and said to my younger brother and his girlfriend, and we're now having a party tea for my grandma, who's now over as well, as it's her 80th birthday today, and I'm going to show you guys the party spread we had now. The party food was so good, really enjoyed the party tea. We ate outside, it's such a lovely sunny evening, and then we sang happy birthday to our grandma, and our older brother had made a Victoria sponge for my grandma's birthday cake with strawberries on, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. So delicious. Then we helped tidy away, and then my grandma opened her cards and presents, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the balloons and banners we put up for our grandma's birthday now. So lovely. It was such a great evening celebrating our grandma's birthday. She didn't want off home, so did our younger brother and his girlfriend, and my older sister stayed for a bit. She didn't want off home as well, and so did our family friend. I'm now off to go and watch the UK soaps and Love Island and finish writing my journal. I got my uniform ready for work tomorrow. I hope you guys have all had a lovely week so far. All have a lovely rest of your week. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.